Jack tweeted this out. Great look at the free agent wide receiver names. Great looking one, but best ones have been tagged or extended. Most teams have wide receiver needs. Not many targets for a prove-it free agent. You know, you got Cooper and Njoku, Moore, Tillman, and Bell. Better quarterbacks, like a wide receiver needing Mahomes, can elevate your value. You take that into account, and I'm kind of with you, Jack. It seems like trade might be the best route. And some of the projections for some of those free agent wide receivers, they seem a little on the high side.
Team wants 3 good wide receivers, and there's just not enough in the league to provide 100 great wide receivers for people to go after. So it's one where they're always going to get overpaid. And whenever you're looking at free agency, it should never be about fixing a problem. They're sticking plasters, and you need to really find it via the draft. Especially at those premium positions, you can find a serviceable defensive tackle. You can find serviceable at other spots. So running back as an example, safety. You can stick players in linebacker. There's always loads. So you don't need to panic. You don't need to draft those positions high. But wide receiver, they need to go and invest high. And it winds me up that people are always like, oh, Andrew Berry's got the secret to drafting cornerbacks and the Bengals have got the secret to drafting wide receivers. No, the difference is if you look at sort of the top 5 pick, the first round pick, the sort of high in the sort of third, end of the second, well, that's where Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase came from. It's where Denzel Ward came from. It's where Greg Newsome came from. It's where Marcus Emerson came from. If you spend assets, top 50 picks, addressing the wide receiver room, you'll fix it. If you start spending picks in the 90 to 100 range, don't expect that to be the solution. You'll get okay guys, but you're not going to get game breakers. You might get the odd one once every so often. Guy in the Lions was drafted late. Puka Nacua for the Rams. They're exceptions to the rule. The vast majority of wide receivers selected in that 90 to 150 range, they're not great. So they need to pick high, and that's got to be done through the draft. Find a sticking plaster. But if you're looking at the top 3 names at wide receiver, why would they come to Cleveland on a 1-year prove-it deal when you can go to the Kansas City Chiefs and you're going to play with Patrick Mahomes in a Super Bowl? It's a pretty easy choice of where you would land.